We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off of steel. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis, and breaking scoreboard. Simone of the Olympics, defense and big business. The Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the 3 in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, in the street sports. Man, this was really good. You feel me? You know how I do, man. We shoot straight from the hood, straight from the hip. You feel me? But welcome, man. I ain't seen none of y'all in a minute. I ain't been up here in a while. I've been really in these spaces, though. I'm not gonna lie. These Twitter spaces, man. You know they been real good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know I guess, you know, you got the platforms where, you know, you can kind of interact with some of your favorites. So I think this Twitter space thing is really fire, though. It allows, you know, a lot more alike minds to connect. I see I'm outside. I'm in Florida, so you might hear some rumbling and mumbling, all right? And I probably ain't going to keep it too long, but we're going to talk about the Cavs, all right? So if you on here, if you catch the stream, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? The links will be popping up on the screen. Feel free to hit them. You can join in, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just be in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up for sure. So, but let's talk about it, though. All right, let's talk about Caris LeVert. All right, now the Cavs, look, the Cavs are, let's see, they was ranked 25th in points per game, 15th in rebounds per game. They rank 11th in assists per game and 5th in opponents' points per game. All right, so I mean they pretty nice job, you know, allowing 105 points a game, but scoring like 108 points a game. That ain't the best, but it ain't bad. At least you an average winner. All right, they finished 44-38 last year. Made some trades and things like that. I think that stuff is all highly publicized. All right. With that being said, why am I talking about Caris LeVert today? Because I believe Caris LeVert offers the most interesting situation to how the Cavs are gonna move or may proceed forward. All right. And my biggest question is, what is Caris LeVert's role? All right. Now, in one of the spaces that I was on, somebody brought up, remember we had Kevin Porter Jr. And remember how the guard rotation should have been Sexton, Garland, and Porter. And I do remember that. I remember that quite vividly, you know, but Kevin Porter chose to do what he was going to do, and it changed the whole complexion of how we were doing it. Could Caris LeVert be that guy? Is he that guy? Now, Caris LeVert's game, well, his build is like of a wingman, a 2 or a 3. You know, he like 6'6". What's Caris LeVert? 6'6", 205. How old is Caris? He 94. So what? Caris about 28. Yeah, he just turned 28 too.
Yeah, like 27.
So he actually
probably just turned 28 then. Yeah, because his birthday was just the other day, wasn't it? Somebody's birthday was just the other day.
On the team, was it Sexton?
No, it was either him or Ed or Davis. It was one of them the Cavs just posted not too long ago.
Well, it might have been Ed Davis.
Hold on, we about to find out. It was Ed Davis.
So what? He's still 27 years old.
Yeah, no. Karras 28. He just turned 28 on the 21st of April.
No, Karis LeVert. It's on here. It say his birthday August 25th. August 25th.
Oh shit! I don't know why I thought that said April.
Yeah, it say August 25th, 1994.
Look at my man. Yeah, that do say August. That blatantly say August. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I said April. So y'all excuse me for that. All right. But so Karras 27,
I'm about
which
to
means
go.
Karras is just literally entering his prime. All right. Now this is a guy who's, at one point averaged 20 points a game multiple times. He's averaged 17 points a game multiple times, but for the most part, in years that he's played, he's averaged double-digit points. All right, we got double-digit points. He averaged around 5 or 6 assists, which is pretty cool. 1 to 2 turnovers, which ain't too bad. And he can get on the defensive end. Now, I've been screaming the Cavs need a legitimate backup facilitator. All right. But you really did just need a lead ball handler at that position. All right. Preferably, or you would probably want a guy who's lengthy, who can play some defense, that you can sub in and out for either at the point guard position or the 2 guard position to go with your small backcourt. All right. Is Caris LeVert that guy? Is the question. This is what I want to know. Is Caris LeVert the guy to play the backup guard, and you just have Garland, Sexton, and LeVert running your guard rotation? All right, and you could sprinkle in, maybe you could sprinkle in a Coro, maybe a Lamar, or I think it's a Windler for real. But and then that is a question too. If you have a guard rotation of Garland, Sexton, LeVert, Okoro, and Windler, are you okay with that? Is that bad? I mean, I don't think it's really bad though. That's not really a bad rotation. I mean, you got a 6'8" guy, you got a 6'6" guy, 2 6'6" guys, and a 6'5" guy. All right, and you got 2 6'1" guys. It sounds like the average rotation at guard, more or less, But can Karras fill that role? Are we as a fan base, are we cool with letting Karras run that lead guard off the bench role, or do people want to see him play the point guard? I mean, play the small forward. This is what makes the 14th pick so interesting. All right. Now, I'll ask people: do you think the Cavs should actually look to trade Karras and get another one of these picks? Do you think it's possible that a team like Charlotte, or a team like the Thunder, would they be interested in a Caris LeVert? Or does, JB and Kobe believe that he is more serviceable on our team than somewhere else? Now I'm going to tell you where I'm at with it personally. I've had to learn in my life to not overthink things. To not, to actually sit down and evaluate where you at in the situation and see if you don't already have what you're looking for. You just need to polish it up. All right. With this young core that the Cavs got, that's virtually 24 and under, 25 and under. You want to have a nice rotation of veteran guys to go with. So just speaking on this guard rotation alone, first thing you would ask is, do you feel like Caris LeVert is talented enough and veteran enough at this point in his career to fill both roles? All right? Because as a lead guard, that means he's going to score at will, and he's just going to get the guys around him in the game. All right? And then you would ask, who would he come off the bench with? But just first, do you think he can really play that? I think that's cool. But I do also think if that's the role he's going to take, $20 million a year off my bench ain't really something I want to be. It depends. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. The league in a different place right now, so it ain't probably the worst thing in the world. But, you know, Karras, you know, it's about what you want to pay. If I'm going to extend Karras and say I'm going to give him a 3-year deal, man, I might give him the same deal. It depends how he ball for me. But at this point right now, I give him the same deal the Nets give you, bro. I give you 30, I give you 17, 18 million a year for 3 years. Because that's gonna carry you into your prime. And I don't mind having Karras as a rotation guard behind Garland and Sexton if that's how we roll. All right. Because he gonna come in and dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Karras a dog, bro. It ain't like, you know, and then you ain't asking him to come in. You come and be a 6-man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like too marketing is a good running mate with him. And I've been saying that in a lot of spaces, a lot of people I've been talking to. Like, bro, Karras and marketing as your guys off the bench is crazy. All right. Especially if you add a Coral to that. Like, that's so crazy. But with this, you know, because you figure like this, right? Let's look at this. He averaged 17. He usually averages around 17 to 20 points. All right. Marketing usually averaged about that before he came to us. And last year, I believe he averaged around 13 to 14. All right. Which is pretty good coming off the bench. So if you figure Karras might drop down to that on the average over 82 game season, that's 14. That's 30 points coming off your bench. That's fire. But then that leaves the question of what's going on at the three. All right. So do a Coral fill that role? Do you leave marketing there at that role? You know, since you got Love, are we moving on from Love? You know, which is what I want. I mean, Love, cool. Don't get me wrong, bro. You came down to do your thing. You feel me? But you did the one thing I wanted you to do, and it's not is increase your trade value. You know what I'm saying? You being the expiring $30 million contract as trade value. You're being a former champion, a contributor, a major contributor on a championship team. It's trade value. Your veteran, your possible leadership ability, it's trade value. But your play before last season didn't complement that. But this past season, you come in, you're putting up 30 points in 15, 20 minutes, multiple games, doubles in 18 minutes. I mean, listen, somebody willing to pay for that. Look, give me what? You know, can we, you know, and that's just the thing. Do people think, well, what's going on in the draft? Do you think it's a team that'll be willing to say, okay, I'll take on a Love and give you all a pick, knowing that expiring contract of $30 million gonna help me out? Or in the Cavs, like, listen, we just gonna ride it out with Love. We done came this far, we might as well ride it out to the promised land and see, you know, and just let that money fall off the books. I mean, it ain't a bad strategy. You know, the team here, they like Love. They love Love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, look, last year, what was that minutes? He 13 and 7, 2 assists, and Love a great passer, which was not utilized well last year. I promise you, it was not utilized like it was supposed to be. But you know, he still got some trade value, bro. And people, you know, like I say, the team love him. A lot of people probably be against moving him, but in my opinion, y'all, Lauri Markkanen could play that role. Markkanen can play that role, bro. You don't need Love for that. And Markkanen is 7 feet. And just like I was just saying, if we go ahead and we keep Levert, all right, give him the little 3-year, $51 million, you know, 50, maybe 55, even a little contract extension right there, keep him through his prime. You got LeVert rotating in between Garland and Sexton, and you got Marketing rotating in virtually between Mobley and Allen. So you got a trio of 7-footers. Bro, that's fire. All right? And then you say, okay, so what we doing at the 3 position? All right? If you do it like that, what we doing in the 3 position, right? So you got Okoro, Stevens, Dean Wade, Chetty Osman. All right? I am a guy who would like to see Chetty Osman go. All right? You know, and let's actually pull up Chetty right quick. Let's look get Chetty a look right quick, all right? Because it's not that, you know, Chetty just did something that was just so outrageous, y'all. But Chetty been here about 8 seasons, 7, 8 seasons. And I don't know what his skill set is. Chetty, I think, make about $9 or $10 million a year. I think he's entering the last year of his deal as well, or maybe the last 2 years. I'm sure. Not granted.
It seemed like he's been in the league for a long time. What did it say, 4 years?
Man, Chetty got drafted at 15. He spent the first year overseas, and then he joined the Cavs the year after they won. Was it the year they won? Yep. No. He joined the year after they won. He actually started playing in the rotation the year they were defending the championship. So,
yeah, I know he was part of the championship team.
Huh?
I said I know he was a part of the championship team, I think.
Okay, so the chat did that mean? Because I thought he was drafted in 14, but all right, but anyway, if he played, I know the first part he spent overseas, then he came over. All right, so even still, drafted in 15, this is going into the 22-23 season, bro. This is what, 7th or 8th year? At least his 6th year playing. This is misprint. I don't know what this is. At least his 6th year playing. All right, so. But what does Chetty give you? He's a spotty shooter. He can definitely finish in transition. I personally thought last year that he could have been used in a role that I'm trying to say Karras probably should be used in right now. It didn't translate. But the biggest thing for me is keeping Chetty doesn't allow me to see what Dean Windler does. And I just feel like Dean Windler is Dylan Windler is a better basketball player than Chetty Osman. That's me personally. I'm cool with dying on this hill, okay? But I just personally think that Windler brings a better all-around skill set than Chetty does. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Windler, what? Let's go to Windler. Windler, what, 25? I think Windler about to be 26. He may still be 24. Because, you know, the year ain't really over, but I think he's 25. All right. Ooh, this might say Windler 26. Okay, he's 25. He'll be 26 in September. All right. But Windler rebound, I think he a better defender right now than Chetty is. I think he has a better form in the jump shot than Chetty does. I just think Chetty getting all the minutes that he could have. So I would like to move Chetty. I think you could move Chetty for a late round pick. Or you could move Chetty for a big man. I just think there are teams around in the league that would take a Chetty Osman. And I think we should shop him. All right? Because I want to see you spent a first, like, listen, don't get me wrong, man. Chetty been around here a long time. You know what I'm saying? When he get hot, he get hot. Like, he do some things. But, bro, Chetty was almost the last pick in the second round when we drafted him. I spent the first round. I ain't going to say I. They spent the first round pick on Dylan Windler. I want to see what he does. He been in the system 2-3 years. All right? Let this man play. Let me see what this man can give me. You know what I'm saying? I know what Chetty going to give me. But let me see what Windler going to give me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he the extra wing shooter that I'm looking for. the guy who can come in and spray. If I actually let him come and get comfortable, maybe he's that guy. But I don't want to see the Cavs using him as a 4. He's a wing. He's a 2 or 3. I want to see him play the 2 or 3. All right. And I'm looking at it like this. If I got to come off the bench with Karras playing my point, Okoro playing my 2, and Windler playing my 3, I'm okay with that. I got 3, 6, 5, 6, 6 guys, lengthy, with some athleticism. You know what I'm saying? That's going to run up and down the floor. All right? So who my big man in that? If I'm adding marketing to that, now I got a sprayer. I got another big man sprayer that's going to spread the floor. So now I know for a fact a Caris LeVert and a Coro can get in the lane. All right? It's all about my 5 now. Who is my 5? Who is my backup rim protector rebound? You know what I'm saying? But I want to see Windler play. I want to see Chetty go. I want to see Love go. All right? Dean Wade, I believe, is a free agent. I believe he may be a restricted free agent. I would like to see Dean Wade back. Dean Wade is a mobile defender who could play the 3 and 4, and he can provide me some outside shooting. He may not be a mainstay rotation guy right now, but he can provide me an impact role. And Dean Wade, what? Dean Wade only he 25?
Yeah, on here say 25.
You know what I'm saying? Look, he don't turn 26 to November. I mean, listen, continuity has to matter. You know, a lot of these guys been playing with each other since, like, a lot of these guys came in the Garland draft. You know what I'm saying? When Garland and Kevin Porter Jr. and Dylan Windler got drafted, Dean Wade and Lamar Stevens was signed as a free agent, undrafted free agent. So these guys,
I think they were all charging it too with the charge.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have to ask you, what's the point of having a developmental system if you're not going to allow your guys to develop and then end up getting roles on your team and your system? You know what I'm saying? Now, I do believe the Cavs are at a point where they're trying to finalize exactly what the system is. Hold on right quick, bro. Yeah, I needed some real water. Right quick. Hold on. A little parched. Yeah, like, you know, if you're going to have a developmental system, you're going to bring guys up, you know what I'm saying? You're going to allow them to go. At some point, they have to have the opportunity to actually earn contributing roles in the system, you know what I'm saying? And even if you do move on for the guys, you still got to fill that void that they left. So why even let those guys go? I mean, if you're looking at the finals, just to support my point, if you look at the finals right now, the 2 teams in the finals are teams that drafted their entire rosters, with the exception of Wiggins for the Warriors and Horford for the Celtics. Everybody else was drafted. All right? We drafted 5, 6 fire guys that all fill a right now role. You know what I'm saying? So the 14th pick is what's interesting. All right. I've had many conversations about these picks, bro. All right. I spent the last day or so like really looking at people's game tapes, looking at the draft order, and seeing who could go where and you know, doing different. Listen, man, I'm gonna be one to say that this draft is lightweight loaded. Like, you know, a lot of these players played in college, you know, which means a lot of these guys have some type of fundamental, like, organized understanding, like some professional organized understanding of how to play the game. You know, they're not just coming out all raw talent, you know. So, you know, basketball IQ means a lot to the game. You know what I'm saying? If you can't really understand the game, it's hard to play the game. Natural talent only gonna take you so far. You know, so this draft, bro, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, bro, this draft so crazy. If Keegan Murray or Jaden Ivey went first, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, because I think the top 5 to 6 picks are all legitimate cases to go number 1 skill wise. All right, Paulo, Chet, Jabari, Jaden, Keegan, bro, all these guys have a legitimate argument to go number 1. If this was earlier in the 2000s, Jalen Duran would be arguably a top 3 pick. Okay? Johnny Davis is a top 5 scorer in this draft. Dyson Daniels is a top 5 talent in this draft. And these guys projected to go around 8 or 9. You know, 7, 8, or 9. All right? It is some fire guy. Bro, I was just looking at Jaden Hardy tape, okay? Jaden Hardy, bro, he got a nice little package. Okay? It's some overseas guys that can really come in here and really shine. It, like, if they, you know, and it's about going to the right position, it's going to the right setup. But I'm just saying, the Cavs at 14, bro, they in a nice position to really capitalize. You know what I'm saying? At 14, man. I mean, look, it's all about what is the idea, all right? And the first thing I got to ask is, who's playing the 3, all right? Who playing the 3 for the Cavs? Is it LeVert? Is it Marketing? All right? If it's me, no. Neither one of them. Neither one of them starts at the small forward. Both of these guys got to come off the bench for me. All right? I don't need you to come out and give me 20 points every night. I need you to come out and give me 15 and 5. And if I can get 1 and 1 on the defensive end, I'm cool with that. All right? Karras, come in and give me 15 points, 5 assists, a block, and a steal. All right? Marketing, come in, give me 15 points, 5 rebounds, a block, and a steal from my bench. It's guys that's projected to go between 10 and 25 in this draft that could start at the 3 for us in our system. Because we need a 3 and D guy. All right? We need a 3 and D guy that's athletic. But like I say, you know, it's a lot of guys who fit. So let's go into some of these rumors right quick, all right? A hot name that's been came up for the Cavs is Malachi Branham, all right? I'm not a fan of Malachi Branham as a Cav. I do like his game, but we got Karis LeVert for that. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of him, I think, if we're going to get him, what is the point of Karis LeVert? Are we trading Karis LeVert? Are we shopping him? You know, could one of these other teams think? I mean, like I think of like the New Orleans Pelicans, right? The Pelicans are a team that could use a 2 guard that could still move the ball around. But then you ask yourself, is Karis LeVert worth the number 8 pick for them? Or do they value that number 8 pick a little higher? Because usually in drafts, after like 5, it's kind of a fall off. But in the last year's draft, you've been getting good players and good starters up to like pick 25. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, would the Pelicans be interested in that? I mean, I think David Griffin probably would do it. I ain't high on David Griffin as a GM. I don't know if y'all check out some of my other stuff. Oh, check this on the screen though. This is a hot topic. Colin Sexton is reportedly gaining interest from the Lakers. Let me just go on record saying this now. As much as I would love to see LeBron break the scoring record in the Cavs uniform, I am not advocating for LeBron to come back to the Cavs, especially for Colin Sexton. I'm gonna tell you all right, because people probably call me a fanboy when it comes to Colin, and I am high on Colin, but bro, I think Colin could be the leading scorer in the league one day. I think if Colin was asked to do what he do and surrounded with the right pieces, Colin could get you 30 a night, bro. He could get you 30 a night with ease on a winning team. People say, "Oh, his defense, bro." Zach LaVine don't play no defense. I don't hear y'all crying about him. Okay. Bradley Beal don't really play no defense. I don't hear you crying about him. Damian Lillard don't play no defense. Ain't never played defense. I don't hear you. Is all I'm asking for. All right? Is all I'm asking for.
You just got the boot. I just came back.
So,
you was off the screen.
I seen the glitch.
Yeah, I heard when I came back. All I heard.
We good now?
But you came. Yeah, we good now. I don't know what you was asking for, but that's what you came back and said. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think we know what you was asking for. You got cut off. What was you asking?
I'm asking for that's great. Score, right? Colin could be the leading scorer on the winning team. All right, this is what I'm asking. He could play good enough D, right? You know, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine don't play a lot of good defense. Damian Lillard ain't never been known for his defense. CJ McCullough ain't never been known for his defense. Devontae Graham just got money as a shooter, and he not known as a defender. So I don't want to hear these knocks on Colin Sexton. And he arguably is a better defender than all of them. And he's 22. All right? I don't want to hear none of that. He's a better defender than Garland. And y'all think Garland is, and I like Garland too. So don't take my words out of context. I like Garland too. But he ain't a better defender than Colin. He don't play with as much vigor and tenacity as Sexton do. I said Sexton do. All right? He go get it. You can't check him 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Colin coming. All right? Ain't nobody on this roster showed me that they can be a more consistent and productive scorer than Colin has as a 2-guard. So he's on a 2. Next to Garland, playing a 1. With LeVert coming back off as the backup lead guard because he can, you know, and all LeVert will have to do is tighten up his handle. If he spends this offseason tightening up his handle so his facilitating is raw, he gonna be fired. because he already played good enough defense for real. Now, he may not be the twitchiest enough to play, but when we need somebody to come in and play against big guards and still run the offense to a degree, we can get that off. On top of that, we got big men that can pass. So this 14th pick, though, is where all this was for the second pick. I've been on record saying I like Tari Eason. I just think as a right now defender, his length, his potential on offense, his aggressiveness, he can hit open shots. I like him. His build, he gonna grow. I like him. I would definitely argue though that Ochai Abaji, he a right now fit. But Ochai 6'5", 6'6". If Ochai 6'6" legitimately, he can play 3 for me. I don't see how he can't play the 3 over here. You know what I'm saying? He could defend. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. He could defend 1 through 4. All right. He's a marksman from 3. He's athletically gifted. You know what I'm saying? He run the floor. Let me pause for station identification. All right. You are now live on InDaStreetzSportz. You know what I'm saying? DeeTrynt Game Changer Sports Talk. It looked like we had some technical difficulties. It might have been a glitch or something in the matrix. I'm pretty sure something happened. All right.
Yeah, we good though. We good though. What player were you just talking about?
I was talking about Tari.
Talk
Oh
about
no, I
Tari.
was talking about Abaji, Ochai Abaji from Kansas. I feel like if he's a legitimate 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, that the Cavs should draft him and start him at the 3. If they draft Tari Eason, I think they should. If they draft Tari Eason, right, then I'm not opposed to marketing starting at the 3. All right, let me say that. Because even though I don't think even though I would like Tari to start, it's probably not smart to bring him in as a starter. But him as the backup 3 or 4, playing alongside a Levert, a Coro, a Wendler, and a Love, that's nice. Because he gonna play D, he gonna protect the rim to a good degree. And then you got a Coro down. So being that you could swing in Love for Moses Brown, Ajabi to me, Abaji. I'm so sorry for messing up his name. I do not mean to be doing that on purpose. Ochai Abaji is the perfect fit in my opinion. But there is another few names that's been brought to my attention that feels that would to me feel the Kevin Porter Jr. role that he was gonna play for us. And would then have me reevaluate where do I put Karis LeVert at, all right? Which is, I feel like is a really big thing. Jalen Williams from Santa Clara. Now, when I first started looking at draft picks and guys who could potentially be there for us at 14, Jalen Williams from Santa Clara is the first guy I looked at. I don't know why but for some reason, he was on my list. He was just right there on my YouTube when I went there and I looked at it. I like his game. All right. He is a facilitator who can play defense. He probably isn't the most athletic, probably isn't the fastest, but like he could really be a nice fit. I don't think he's big enough to play the role we need somebody to play at that 3 position. Because like I say, I think that starting 3 needs to be a 3 and D guy with some athleticism. You know, but I like Jalen Williams, though I'm not gonna hold you, and it's because I like guys like Jalen Williams. I like Tari Eason. I like Ochai Agbaji. That I'm like, well, damn. Could we move a Karis LeVert? Could we move a Chetty Osman, a Kevin Love? And could we get another pick? Maybe not in the lottery, but right there between 15 and 20. I mean, you got Charlotte have with their second pick, Atlanta with their first pick, the Rockets with their second pick, the Bulls with I think their only pick, Minnesota with their pick, and then you got the Spurs with their second pick. All right, so you ask yourself, if I can get Agbaji here at 14 and Tari Eason and Jalen Williams are still on the board, do I offer Karis LeVert up to Atlanta or Charlotte to try to get one of those guys? Do I offer him up to Chicago? Hopefully saying one of those guys will still be there at 18, or trade him and package 18 and one of those second round picks up to try to move up where Atlanta or Houston or where Charlotte is at. You know, because I feel like if you add Agbaji and then you add Jalen Williams and you just move on from a Chetty and a LeVert, I mean, what's wrong with keeping Love right there? You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, but you know, it's another thing too now. Because you know, DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz. You said follow us on all social platforms, Anchor, Spotify as well.
You see this right here?
Who is
This
that?
this what
Dyson Daniels. So,
the Cavs
okay, so
got on their mock draft. Cavs.
now listen. Let's speak on this, okay? I would be totally shocked if Dyson Daniels is still on the board at 14. But if he is, you draft him. You don't even think twice. You draft him. Dyson Daniels is a guy who could play the 1, 2, or 3. He is a defensive guy, 6'6", with like a 7-foot wingspan. His standard reach put him at 8'8". He can handle. He can shoot. He got a little body on him. I think he like what Dyson Daniels was? 6'6". No, he's 6'7" or 6'8". He's like 6'7", 6'8", like 190. He's 6'7", 195. Dyson Daniels would be the perfect rotation guy. Like, I mean, I'll play him at the 3 because he's a rookie. I want to get rookie of the year and shit play. But if he was the rotation, the third guard behind Garland and Saxton, that's perfect. That's raw. That's raw. You feel me? Dyson fire, but I just don't think Dyson falls that far. Dyson don't make it past the Knicks at 11. Dyson don't make it past the Knicks at 11. So this other one, Osman Dieng. That's one of them picks where if I'm wrong, I'm cool with being wrong, but I just don't think he a lottery pick. Now, if you want to get him in the bottom of the second, I mean the bottom of the first, you know, somewhere where like Memphis and Philly and Milwaukee picking, where San Antonio picking again at 25. Looking at this too, because San Antonio, this is a good question. If San Antonio offered up the 20th and the 25th pick to move up to the 14, do the Cavs take that? I mean, it's a couple cool guys down here. But I don't know if I'm willing to fall that far. If they do fall that far though, I like guys like EJ Liddell and Jaden Hardy actually. If they do something like that. Because those guys could come in and play a role. And not be asked to do a lot. They can come in and play a role and fit. And that's just something I just threw out there just looking at it. I don't know if the Spurs will try to do something like that, but that's definitely a possibility. It's a lot of in the top, like in between like 4 and the Wizards at 10, or I would say 4 and the Pelicans at 8. That's all looking to trade or could be looking to trade depending on what's going on. Who is that? Malachi. I don't like that. I don't like that Malachi Branham thing, bro. Malachi Branham is a scorer. So whoever draft him, like whoever draft Johnny Davis or whoever draft Benedict Marthon, I'm sorry if I messed up your name. They looking for scorers. They looking for guys that can come in and put up points, put up buckets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, those the type of guys. But I don't know about those guys for the Cavs. Who is that? Who else you going to? Johnny Davis. Like I say, he's part of that group. I don't like them for the Cavs, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Colin and Levert. All right, that should probably be your scores. So I don't see the purpose in getting another score. You got Garland who could put up points. You got Marketing who could put up points. Mobley is going into a guy that can put up points. So your next guy got to give you best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? He got to be, I like to say, 3-and-D athletic guy. But this draft is gonna bring in a lot of possibilities. I mean, guys like DeAndre Ayton gonna be on the move, the center for Phoenix. Rudy Gobert, the center from Utah, and or the guard from Utah. Donovan Mitchell could be on the move. Zach LaVine could be on the move. Vucevic could be on the move. Now Darvin Ham is the new coach with the Lakers, and they saying none of the big three could be on the move, but could some of them be on the move? What Dallas gonna do around Luka? What does Atlanta want to do around Trae Young? Like it's so many different possibilities that can go on. So I think, like I say, this NBA draft is gonna have a lot of trades in it. I'm predicting at least 5 to 6 major trades in that first round. But I think it's gonna be a special activity. But for all those who joined in, I appreciate you as always. All love, stay blessed, stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, share. Feel free to join in when whatever social platform that you tune in on and catch us on. You see the links. Always feel free to hit you. Come on, your mess. Join in on the topics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to hit that Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Donate to the cause. You feel me? But I am DeeTrynt. This game changer sports talk, industry sports, covering the Cavs, draft, off season possibilities. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get up with y'all in a second, man. One love.